For our audience, we have a lot of Indian people watching this.
Hello, everybody watching. Thank you.
We're not aliens.
Hello, Indian people. I'm 𝐬𝐝𝐫𝐿.
I watch a lot of serial killer stuff. It's like almost like cathartic. Like,
So women like watching other women get murdered?
I don't like it. I'm scared right now.
Yeah, I don't like
She's
it
like, I
either,
like to watch how I might die.
Darren, post a video a day, and I guarantee you, your life will change 1 year from now. And it worked. And every time I see him, his name is Leo. I forget his last name. Every time I see Leo,
Shout out
He
to
really meant a
Leo.
lot to me.
He changed my life. What's going on, guys? My name's Tarun Shetty. Welcome to the Convo Sutra. So excited for this episode. We have an amazing show lined up for you. But first, let's do a quick intro for audio listeners.
what's up, guys? It's Jazz, host of the Hot Chai Pod, a Bollywood film and gossip show.
nice. Hi, I'm Darren Carter, the party starter. But you already knew that. I'm Darren. The ladies can call me Darren.
Darren, the first white guy we've had on the podcast. I
Really?
purposely... Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome,
okay.
Darren.
Yo, what's up, man? We're about to colonize this podcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the new Darren Carter Convo Sutra.
All right, we're done. the podcast is done.
You're like, got it.
We got canceled in all the markets.
Am I really the first white guy?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Well, I would have booked you before, and I told you on the phone
Yeah.
that I had to kind of play up this diversity angle stuff
Yeah.
for a bit, just so we can get established. And I think we've done that. We're almost in, I think this is like episode 94 or something.
That's amazing.
It's a
Dude,
lot.
I'm a big supporter, and I love your podcast, and I love you. You know, there'd be times I'd be on my hikes listening to all the drama
Really?
and the funny stuff. Yeah, and then the clips started making, and I love seeing how it's exploded, like it's really popped. You
You know her, right? She's
I do. Yeah. That's cool. I was wondering, like, who am I going to get booked with? You know?
this invisible person.
Oh,
It's true. We booked you with this person.
Oh yeah. Well, no, this is a Waymo driver. She's circling the block. Did Waymo have no drivers?
The issue with this podcast, we do it so early
Yeah.
in the morning. There's so much like traffic issues and whatever. So people are always, running late.
Right.
For people who don't know, Darren's one of my closest friends in LA. I opened for Darren for about 2 years on the road as a stand-up, one of my first friends in LA, and really helped me out a lot. And I've told you this personally. I think you're the only guy in LA, and I know like a lot of comedians, like successful comedians, you're the only person who has gone out of his way to help me in this town. Calling clubs,
Dude, I love
got
you,
me
man.
into
Like,
places.
Remember when you had like Tarun's Thoughts vlogs? I had my son do like a theme
Yeah.
song for it. Tarun's Thoughts.
Yeah, I had a travel show that did pretty well. So
Yeah, it was great. But that was another one. My son, he was about 10 years old at the time, and he was on his piano, Tarun's Thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know how much you've researched him, but like he's done a lot in comedy, stand-up wise. For our audience, we have a lot of Indian people watching this.
Hello, everybody watching. Thank you.
Namaste.
We're not aliens.
Hello, Indian people. I'm 𝐬𝐝𝐫𝐿, and I'm supporting this podcast. No, I'm not Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is rich. I'm Jeff Bezos.
So when did you get started with comedy?
You know what? I was one of those kids that they told me I should be a comedian, and I remember making people laugh early on. And then we had career day in junior high school, and I remember going from booth to booth, and there weren't any stand-up comedians. I was like, oh, maybe that's not really a career. And the closest thing was radio DJ. And so I kind of wanted to be a DJ, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I was on the forensics team, which is like the speech and debate team, and I started writing these little, basically like 10-minute stand-up routines. And I went to state finals and won the trophy, and then I went to nationals. And that's kind of, it got me the feeling of like, wow, I could do this. I can be in front of groups of people and make them laugh, people that I don't know, and not just my friends in the back of the classroom. And I just kind of kept doing it. I moved to the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, and kind of pursued it. And
Yeah, have you seen his comedy
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So I've been following you for a long time.
Oh, cool.
So I've seen some of the synergy.
There she is. You can jump in, Aneri.
if you have to use the restroom, it's down the hall and to the left. Coffee's on that counter right there.
Aneri, this is Darren.
Hi, Aneri. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Darren, this is Jazz. This is Tarun Shetty.
He's from Rajasthan.
Taking
Yes,
over
I'm
show.
the.
No, he's the other one.
Yeah.
Here's everything you missed. I'm a white guy. I look like Jeff Bezos. They call me Jeff Pesos, and I'm Darren Carter, the party starter, and I do this.
Why do they call you Jeff Bezos?
Because I'm not Jeff Bezos.
Because he's a billionaire.
Jeff Bezos is rich. And
I used to open for him on the road many times.
Nice.
What Darren's done really well too, though, which I think is really important to have on this podcast, is that you've like really built a massive social media following. And you're always telling me like videos, edit. And I think you exemplify like the comedian in LA.
You too, man. Because every time I talk to you, it's like you're working on something. And I remember watching this tutorial video a while ago, and it said, "Content is king, promotion is queen." And I locked in. I said, I got to do this. And, also being, a stand-up as long as I have been, I realized, like, I went through different waves of it where back in the day you had to wait till 8 o'clock at night to perform. And during the day I'd be like, I wish I could do something to, do something for my comedy. And then when, they don't have, like, gatekeepers like they used to, I'm like, this is amazing. We have, like, these cameras and like like editing stuff, and so, like now it's really easy with like different editing software and social media, and I did it without. It's funny. I just reached a new goal on my YouTube channel, and like a new milestone, and I looked, and you look through the years where it was like, wow, there was like, it started out with hardly anybody watching, and then it just kind of started, and it didn't really hit until Shorts came out, because Shorts is like that fast order, right? Where people could actually look at something. And
What was the goal?
My major goal is, I think my next big goal, because I would put that in the comment section, like, guys, if you like this video, please subscribe. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. And then I kind of changed it to, please, I want to get 2,500. Anyways, I just hit 25,000 yesterday. So
Congrats.
thank you.
That is not easy.
It's not easy on YouTube. I'll tell you that.
Make you work for it on YouTube.
They really do.
Yeah.
Like
It's
this podcast is, don't look at the long form YouTube. Like look at our clips. Our clips do the most damage because like YouTube, it's like so saturated with content. It's hard to stand out.
Yeah.
So, but our clips do really well.
I don't know if you can do this, but I discovered this a couple months ago. If you, on your YouTube channel, if someone leaves a comment, if you have time, you can leave a voice comment back to them. So if they're like, Darren, you're really
I didn't know
funny.
that.
Oh yeah. So I'll hit record. You get 30 seconds, and I'll be like, and I'll say their name, like, hey Jazz, what's up? I appreciate that. And then I'll do like a little whatever they said, I'll say it back, and then hey, have a great rest of your day or something. I keep it all positive. I'm not going to be like,
I want to fight. Now that I'm hearing about a voice response,
yeah.
we get some hateful comments occasionally.
Yeah, I have 30,000 YouTube subscribers.
Oh, that's great.
And people will write like, "You're so chopped," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Chopped?
Gen Z for ugly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of like it.
The new lingo.
Yeah.
It's better than ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, just own it. Like, that's how I got the Jeff Bezos. I started getting jokes from the comment section. They're like, whose unk is this? Or, is this Bruce Willis? Or whatever,
People always say I'm gay. Like that's an insult.
But that's not online.
Like,
That's
okay,
in
so
real
I'm
life.
hotter than the straight guy.
Yeah. Too good looking to be straight.
No one says I'm gay. What does that mean? No, I'm just kidding. Can you guys laugh?
No.
This guy's a model.
Dude, it's too early in the morning. This is the energy of it. How are you?
I just moved to Los Feliz.
Oh,
so
perfect.
I'm good. I'm just tired from the process.
This is your Los Feliz outfit?
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
Hipster.
I'm trying to be not chopped.
I didn't know Chopped existed.
Yeah.
It's like the easiest thing to say, especially like
Yeah.
any kind of female influencer, anything. It's like, that's like the only thing that can take you down. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not a model.
I was literally interviewing this South Asian model, the Patel, and they're like, man, these girls are so chopped. I'm like, we're literally not though.
Your comedy now, I guess, what is the goal ultimately?
I guess wow, that's a deep question, and we'll be back. No, I guess the ultimate goal is to really get a strong, I'm talking like a real strong hour, like one that I'm proud of, and film a special.
Because you've done all the specials.
I've done specials, and I've done, and usually,
I haven't hyped you up enough. Like you've done the Tonight Show, you've had specials, you've had Comedy Central specials, you've done pretty much everything. So I guess my question is like, does the goalpost keep moving?
I guess my main goal is to move to Los Feliz and be chopped.
I I beat you.
She's got
The markers
5,000
of
more
success.
subscribers. Dude, why am I even here? No, I guess
She's a comedian too. She works
funny.
I
everywhere.
want to be unked.
I don't want to be either of these things.
I learned what unked is from a while back. I was watching some football game at a bar, and these guys were talking about one of the football players who I guess is older than the average football player. They're like,
wow.
"Yo, he's unked, bro," and I'm like, "What is
wow.
unked?"
They heard these expressions.
Oh, really?
Best you don't.
Unked.
Yeah.
Probably being called.
It's like someone's been writing unked on all these comments, and you're like,
Oh,
oh.
actually, I have seen
Yeah.
that.
You're like, are they calling me uncle?
I'll tell you, like you said, the ultimate, because I have done specials, and sometimes it's like, oh, my special will just be the material that I'm doing now, and which is what makes sense, right? But I think that the next special I want to do, I noticed when I really talk about personal stuff, like really personal stuff, you know, well, not really personal.
Let's get personal.
Yeah, let's get personal. No, but like growing up and, you know, where I grew up, and I noticed like that clip, I just put one out this week, it really connects with people. They're like, hey, I grew up like that. And so I think I should kind of go down that road a little bit more. Like I used to back in the day, and then I stopped. I was like, just want to be funny. I don't want to like do my biography every time I'm on stage.
What's your experience performing for Indian audiences?
I mostly do it for
So
money. So it's mostly like, you know, like I'll get hired to do like this. And like the last one I did was in Fresno. Somebody paid me to go to Fresno. And I mean, it's not a fair judgment, because it was a lady's 80th birthday party, and they had her up on the stage.
She's unked.
Yeah, exactly. And she was like a queen up there with like her throne and the whole party. And then like the guy the guy was really trying to make an impression. They got hired us. So
It was Jazz's birthday party last year.
I mean, he had a driver that was like basically wearing like cosplay, like a costume. Like his driver had like a driver's hat, and he's like, this is my limo driver, and I came to this country with $8 in my pocket, and now I'm a doctor, and I have farms and up my own plane and a limo driver, and it was a difficult show to do. It was very difficult, man. Like it was fun, but like you're like, you know,
You had to go like in a skit.
How do you do comedy for an 80th birthday? How do you
Oh my
choose?
gosh. Well, you just you be very you do a lot of personal stories, keep it going with likability. I'd say I did a lot of shout outs.
You shout?
Yeah,
I can't hear you.
yeah, and a lot to the mom too. Like what a great son! Give it up to him. He's a great son. Oh, and then the queen herself. Give her a round of applause. And then there started to be a line of people saying goodbye to her during my set. So I'm doing my set, and there was like a line of people saying goodbye, you know, and I'm up there going, yeah. So anyway, you know, it was very difficult. I gotta be honest. Yeah.
So Indians are bad audiences.
Well, no,
That's the
that could
message.
be any private party, like, you know, because you're on the
No, I've had bad experiences with Indians in general performing
Yeah.
for them. It's usually a nightmare.
What happens?
Well,
Give us one.
I always say money up front, because sometimes like they'll be like, oh, we'll pay you, and like we're not happy with the performance, whatever. So like you always get check up front.
Are they Gujarati? I feel like Gujarati people would do.
I mean, Indians in general. But like when I was coming up, like Russell Peters was really big, and like he's still big, but so they would want to Russell, but couldn't afford him. So they'd be like, I was like,
You were the knockoff Russell Peter.
no, there's only like 5 of us at the time, like 5
That'd be
Indians.
funny. Good. You should be like, and I was number 6. Damn it.
No, so they'd hire
They're like,
me.
Russell, can we call you Russell?
Yeah, and then I just had like jokes and dumb stuff. But I'm like, oh, he's not doing crowd work, and they were like, what do we pay for?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had such bad experiences for Indians.
It's
can
funny.
see that.
My
Yeah.
wife's Armenian, so I've also done some shows for Armenians or things that are Armenian adjacent, you know, like Persians or whatever. And so as long as I'm talking about Armenian stuff, or I feel like the crowd would be into it. But the
Yeah.
minute I start talking about other stuff, I feel like they're not as into it. You know, it's almost like a specialized corporate group. I performed with Maximini at the Wilshire Ebell Theater. You know, 1,200 people every show. You're killing me.
Maximini, the #1 comedian in India right now. Yeah.
And America and the world, it seems like he's really like, he was one of those guys that was, like you said with Russell, like he kind of worked his way up, and now it's like he's more popular than the other person.
Can you get Max on this show?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I just saw him. He was at Netflix as a joke.
Oh, he was?
He's very funny. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I like about your comedy is that you work clean too. Like you're
Can we curse on here?
no.
Okay, I won't curse then.
But I have a big problem with comedy now
Yeah.
because everyone's like super filthy, and it's almost
Yeah.
like a go-to, and nobody's like writing jokes.
cheap.
Like shock factor.
Yeah, And there's like shortcuts, but you were always preaching to me. You were like, hey, work clean so you can work anywhere. And so when I do work, I actually make good money because I work clean.
Yep. Sometimes I wonder if I'm playing by these imaginary rules in my mind because I'm like, work clean, you could work anywhere. And then plus it's more who I am naturally. I mean, I do a little bit of stuff that's slightly dirty, but more like innuendo. And I never get vulgar. I think it's just not my style as a person. But then sometimes you'll see the most popular comedians in the world and you're like, am I living by some fake, weird, like Leave It to Beaver world that doesn't exist anymore?
What do you mean?
If you watch comedians that are doing really well, I don't think they're having a filter at all. You know, and they're good for them. They're killing it, talking about different subjects, like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of.
Depends. Depends. Like, yeah. I think you could go either way with top comedians. Like, they can be very, like, vulgar, and, like, that's, like, the shock factor, very HBO. Yeah. And then there's other mainstream ones, like, even, like, Hassan Minaj or something, who are, like, pretty clean.
Yeah. Hassan
He's got, like, his PowerPoint.
He blew up so big. I remember when I used to work with him, I swear, he used to be, like, the opening act, and very nice guy, very ambitious. One time I did this big giant. There was like 18,000 people. Yeah. I was on this big lineup in the Irvine Meadows here in Southern California, and then they did one show up in Northern California, the same equivalent. And here's how like the lowest comedian all the way up to the top comic, and I think the top comic that time was Cat Williams, but there was I think like 15 of us, we'll say. I was on third, but the first comedian that went on was him, Hassan Minaj, yeah. In fact, he didn't have a hotel room. He slept on my floor in my hotel. It's crazy.
Just like India.
Did you have a place for him to wash his feet?
Yeah, I go, dude, take the bed. He's like, no.
No, shout out to Hassan. When I wrote that book about my mom, I texted like 5 people with big followings, like, who were famous, and he was one of them who responded and reposted my book. So
he's sweet.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Very sweet guy. Very sweet, man. He helped me with my bio back in the day. I was like, I don't know how to do a bio. I mean, now you have AI and everything else to help you, but he was, he's like, hey, let me rip something up for you real quick. And
yeah. Well, should we get this question so we can all get involved here?
No, let's talk more about Hassan Minaj.
Maximini?
Maximini. And the Netflix special. Anyways, guys, we're on the Hulu as a Joke festival.
I mean, honestly, I can't stress enough, like, how you're a staple here in the LA comedy scene. You're in every comedy club. Everyone knows who you are. Like, you are a big deal here in comedy, and I keep telling you that as, all these guys who are kind of, these young kids who are kind of just like, they're crushing it. Like, they cannot follow you. Like, when you're at the Comedy Store, they purposely put you on last because they know people can't follow you. I told you that. Like, that's a fact.
I think that happens a lot. Like, at those clubs, like, they do like to put me at the end, because it's my own style or whatever. And then they want the show to end like strong. I mean, there's more famous people that will go in the middle, but you're right about that. And like I said, it's just having that attitude of gratitude. I mean, it's not BS at all. It's like you really have to drench yourself with optimism where you're like, because if you try to do any endeavor and then you start getting these little hills and valleys, you just got to believe in yourself and also do something every day, like that daily, like I said, I edit, upload a video, then I go for these long walks, hikes and stuff, then I come back and then I'm like, what, I got some time, let me do another video. And you just keep putting it out there because this guy told me like 10 years ago.
Maximini?
No, a different comedian. Maximini.
How many times can you say Maximini in the whole
I only know one guy, Maximini. He said, one day you could do the Will Shirley Bell Theater. No. He told me, he goes, flood the internet. And when he said flood the internet, this light bulb went off. Yeah, flood the internet. Back then I was doing it with like memes, funny pictures or whatever. But once video came on, because that's where I thrive in video.
I just said that the last podcast. My battle plan with this is to like annoy people.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What feels like a lot to people want it. They want to keep seeing you.
Yeah.
So it's good to just be in it.
Right. And it reaches new people. And then people are like, where you been, man? How come you're not bigger? That's a good thing,
Yeah.
When actually, and also those insults are kind of good because
it's good.
Right? Whenever someone, I'm like, okay, I tell my wife, I go, okay, you know what? Yeah, it keeps you sharp. And I'm also like, oh, good. Looks like this video's getting out there among the new people that don't never see me before that want,
Yeah, I get chopped all the time. Hey, sorry to interrupt. If you like this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.
I'll get like negative comments. Like this week I was getting accused of being like Bollywood couples like paid PR, and I was like, it's cool you think I'm important enough. That's one thing. You know? I was like, we haven't reached that status yet, but
That's good.
yeah, I don't mind. I don't care.
I hit a milestone this last week, which
Nice.
I didn't even know it was a milestone, but it was one. I got recognized. Somebody recognized me.
Oh,
At
congrats.
the Starbucks. This guy was like, "Are you Aneri?" And I was like, "Is he talking to me?"
From your podcast?
Yeah. He was like, "I've seen your podcast." Yeah.
That's great. Your podcast is great.
So is yours. Yours is fine.
Oh, thanks.
It's a little chopped.
No, that's why I reached out to you. You kept popping up, and I was like, I really love the fact that you do your own stuff. You know?
It is hard though. Like I'm curious. I was going to ask you this. Like something I struggle with is like, I flood the internet and then sometimes I get self-conscious. And I was curious if you ever got self-conscious or for you it just came naturally.
No, I don't get self-conscious because I
See
learned
shame
to.
there.
I learned.
What is that like?
I learned
To
to.
live without crippling shame.
Yeah, I remember I took this acting class, and one of the things that they said was never judge the material. And so I do that with the videos too, because I'm like, is this that? I used to be like, is this that funny? It's not that funny. Like, and then I just said, put it out there. Like I put one out this week, and it's done the best I've ever done. And I still don't think it's any worse or any funnier or any better than any of my other videos. I'm like, what is it? And I guess the only thing is maybe I got to the point quicker, you know, because
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
the first 4 or 5 seconds, I was not getting to the point, and this one was just like boom, starts right away. And that's another hot tip that I learned from is if you can say something, if it takes like 2 minutes, ask yourself, can I make it like in a minute 20? And if it's a minute 20, can I make it a minute 7
Yeah.
or whatever? Just you know. And when it comes to stand up, like those stand up clips, I'll even sometimes take out even the inhales where it's like that, where you're talking and then because I'm like that's 0.5 seconds they don't need. And then
Yeah.
when
Did you
chop
answer
it-
your question?
Oh.
yeah, do I get self-conscious? No, I don't. I just say, so that's the thing.
He's like,
Don't,
what is shame?
no, don't judge the material. Yeah, just don't judge. Don't judge it. Just be like, here's another one. Here's another one. Who cares? Here's another one. And then a week from now, you're like, oh, that one that I didn't, you know, that I was self-conscious about, you know, got thousands of views, and you know.
Yeah. Do you feel like that when you do your podcast? Do you feel self-conscious? You just do it.
Oh no, well, it's funny you said like when you just said some of the videos that did well you didn't expect. Like my first ever viral video, I was recording with this producer, 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐿, and we almost didn't record that day. I think we both just didn't feel well. And then we recorded anyway, and I kind of looked like not that great. And we had this moment where we were talking about how we both got suspended for having nose rings in high school. But it was like this organic discovery moment where I was like, yeah, I got suspended, but like whatever, private school, whatever, who cares? She goes, I got suspended too, and she's from India. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
So I reacted to that very organically, and that video just like blew, I think it got like 2 million views or something.
Wow.
And I remember thinking like, that was a really big learning moment for me because I just wouldn't have expected people to care about that
Yeah.
so much. Yeah.
That's cool. It reminds me when I got expelled for my nose ring. I hope that this gets 2 million views.
Did you?
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, I was nose ring, man. I got kicked out of private school.
That's the question now of the episode.
Hey, that could be a joke. You got kicked out of school. I was homeschooled. Okay.
Wait, so I have a question. Where are you? You talked about
Did you say unk? Oh, you said Okay.
Everyone's paranoid.
For the rest of this episode, I just was like, hey,
I got a question. Unk. I'm like, damn.
Unc Jeff Bezos.
Hey, I'm not even on camera. Oh, okay. You just focus. I'm like the voice off the camera. Yeah. Oh,
where are you from? Like, where are you from? Like, how did you get into comedy?
I grew up in India.
You missed the whole thing.
I missed the whole thing.
No, it's okay. I'll just do
Oh, sorry, you already did this. Never mind.
we did do
I'm
it,
gonna skip
yeah.
it.
Let's do a shout out to Dialogue real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
dialogue.
Hey guys, I want to make a quick shout out to Dialogue Cafe for supplying us with these delicious drinks this amazing Saturday morning. I am drinking the honey oat cappuccino. It is awesome.
Honey oat cappuccino. You got the same thing?
Yeah, it is awesome.
It is good.
I always get the dirty chai. I stay on brand. And it's delicious.
I love the strawberry matcha latte because I low-key love strawberry milk, and now it's okay to drink as an adult through this drink.
Yes, I got the honey oat vanilla. It's on brand with this.
It is a little on brand.
A little bit of cinnamon.
So delicious, so awesome. Guys, check out Dialogue. They got multiple locations throughout Los Angeles. We appreciate you. Thank you. With sequels like Mortal Kombat 2 and The Devil Wears Prada 2, and they're both like fighting for #1 in the box office, is Hollywood losing its creativity, relying too much on nostalgia and existing IP instead of like original stories?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yes, period. No,
Well, the point of like, is Hollywood like generic? Because I was tying it back to you as a comic who's been in this town forever.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like people celebrate originality, or do they just go back to the same thing over and over again?
I mean, I'm at a point in my life, I love nostalgia. I mean, I got to be honest. That's what I'm not really that excited by Marvel movies and all that kind of stuff. It's just not my thing, man. So I kind of like to go back and watch stuff that's already been made that I never saw the first time, which is not good for Hollywood business. But I just, even at night, if I have some time to finally relax and I'm like, I don't want to watch a long movie or the news or whatever, I'm like, let's do some escapism. And my wife and I, literally, we've been watching the Brady Bunch. So, I mean, that the original Brady Bunch. It's true. It was so well written.
That might be the whitest thing you've ever said.
the OG Brady. so his answer to your question was, I'm doing a Brady Bunch rewatch. So I'm fine. Okay, so it's interesting, right? All my friends' kids are actually all just watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Which I think is because current Hollywood is making stuff for us unks to experience nostalgia. But I think as the younger kids get older, I think YouTube and TV, I think YouTube is going to become just more blended with TV. So it's actually kind of cool thinking about how we all have these YouTube channels. I'm like, who knows? Like Hollywood might eventually start to just pluck things from there because that's where kids are watching. And what's on YouTube is so different than what is on TV.
She's right.
Which I think is kind of interesting.
I'd rather watch, I'd rather watch YouTube than television, to be honest. Last night, my wife and I...
Watch the Brady Bunch.
Let's lower the lights and watch Brady Bunch. And then we really did. We switched it over to Leave It to Beaver. Gee, Wally. I mean, you're a goof. Yeah.
You've lost our entire audience.
They're like, what is this? No, you guys got to do a deep dive. Anyways, no, our son, he's going to graduate, and so they did the all-night thing down in Disneyland. So we're like, hey, we got the night, we got the night to ourselves. Let's watch something. And like you said, YouTube is just like the best because you can watch short clips, you can watch vloggers you like, you can see little clips of things. And then we went to the couch and we're channel surfing and like nothing really appealed to us. And then even when you looked at the on-demand things, I'm like, who's this appealing to? I mean, it must appeal to somebody, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, what do you think, Jess?
I am still very much into scripted content. I mean, my whole platform is around film reviews and film gossip and stuff. So I do think content is king. I think in some ways this YouTube and short form, we could say epidemic, is, it's our brains kind of being fried and our attention spans, reducing, and like what is giving you that dopamine hit where you're looking at an Instagram reel and you need the excitement within the first 5 seconds. How can you like read a description of a movie and like imagine it and then see that it's 120 minutes and I think that feels like a big task or a big ask when it's like, oh, but my entertainment's right here. It's right here on my phone. I'm still very big on scripted shows, news shows, Hollywood, Bollywood. And to answer the sequel question, I'm like okay with the sequel thing. I think it's unoriginal. I mean, I saw Freaky Friday sequel. I was a huge fan of the original Freaky Friday. I was a huge fan of Devil Wears Prada, so I haven't seen the sequel yet. But Freaky Friday 2, like it hit it out of the park. It was awesome. And this one, I'm seeing mixed reviews because I think people are like, oh, it doesn't live up to what the original was, but it won't because it had a certain magic at the time. Even Gone with the Wind, back in the day, they did a sequel of it, and it was the book. It was just like it didn't hit the same way. It was not,
By the way, have you ever reviewed the Brady Bunch?
I've watched the Brady Bunch. I mean, I used to watch a lot of
Bunch.
My audience will all unsubscribe.
You should live tweet the
Should
Brady
live tweet
Bunch.
the Brady Bunch. I used to follow this Twitter or this X account where they would live tweet old shows. I loved it. It was so weird.
Cool.
Oh, live tweeting is the best.
And one more thing, in Bollywood, the sequel epidemic is also happening, and sometimes the story is not at all related to the first movie. It's not a continuation. So there's a movie Cocktail 2 coming out. There was Cocktail 1, 10 years ago. And you're like, you have an entirely new cast, you have an entirely new story. Like, why do we need to keep the name? Like, is it like the Fast and Furious franchise? Like, I don't really understand the point. And people get fatigued. And I wonder if there's some sort of like marketing strategy and like SEO to be like, oh, this will like.
In my opinion, I think content is so oversaturated. There's so much that you're looking for anything that can grab an audience. So when you take like these original IPs, we at least can rely that some audience is going to know that some people might go to the theater, some people might watch the whatever it streams on.
Feels a guarantee.
Yeah, you feel like you're mitigating some risk.
Right.
And also off what you said, I feel like that's the generation of people growing up on phones and YouTube. Like kids now, like that's what they know. Like for us, when I was growing up, we used to watch TV. But for this new generation, the iPad is the new way, the new form.
True.
Like so, every generation is going to experience their own form of content consumption.
Yeah,
You're right.
totally.
What about Bobby Kahn's Ticket to Hollywood Part 2?
It always comes up. That's how we met,
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Were you
She was in it.
I was an extra.
Funny.
I was in it. I was an
like
acting
15.
coach in that. If you go back and watch it,
Fun.
Yeah, I put every comedian I knew in it.
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I do really
you.
like scripted content, and then I like when scripted content takes risk.
Okay.
Like, okay, I'm really curious what some of your favorite shows are. Like, a few years ago, I watched Kevin Can Go F Himself
Oh, okay.
with the Schitt's Creek woman. I forget.
Did she die?
No. The young actor.
Yes. Anyway, I do like scripted. I hear you. Like, I
Yeah.
think it has its own place, and it feels like I remember it for longer than when I watch something on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I want more risk.
I mean, I still talk to people and they binge watch Netflix shows. They binge watch
Totally.
Amazon shows. Do you watch anything?
The last one that I binge watched, and this is a while ago, Breaking Bad. I saw it from beginning to end, and I luckily I saw it when it was pretty much over. So I didn't have to wait like all summer or whatever, 2 years. I was like, this is amazing. One would end, and then boom, the next one. I'm like, I would just be glued to it, and then afterwards, I've thought, do I want to watch it again? And I don't know, maybe one day, but it's sort of a dark topic. So I'm like, I don't like.
Yeah, it changes
what I
your
mean?
vibe a little.
Yeah, I don't want to wake up
Everything
every
is
day.
dark, so it's hard to watch dark now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to drink coffee in the morning, start my day with this, meth lab in Albuquerque. It's like,
That's fair.
Is that bad for culture, having like negative stuff? Or zeitgeist, I guess?
I don't know. I do notice the people I follow, the vloggers, usually are positive. It's like,
I feel like I'm looking for positive in this moment.
yeah.
Because that's actually one of my critiques of comedy today. Like I was mentioning how people are dirty, but it's almost like this negative slant on everything. It's like, why is everything so negative where it's like, everything's about roasting or making fun of or,
That is true.
or
A dark
A
vibration.
little nihilistic.
punching down on people.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like that can affect my mood and I try not to consume certain shows, comedy shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I just can't. It makes me feel, to your point, like just not good as I start my day.
Yeah. Sometimes I can feel detached from it though. Like I'll listen to like sad country songs. And I'm like, well,
Sad
at least
country
my life
songs.
is better than this as I'm driving around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Perspective.
Yeah. Like there's this sad song where the guy's talking about he doesn't like to see a sad man who's heartbroken and looking depressed. And then the big hook on the song is, and that's why I avoid mirrors, and I'm like, that's really clever, but yeah, so I can listen to it, but not get so like.
What does jazz do?
I like both. I like a lot of really dark things, and I like edgy content. I mean, my life's not that, nothing that crazy is happening every day. So it's nice. That's a little escapism. And I don't watch TV in the morning. Maybe because I'm not like an artist like you guys. So
I don't have a TV.
Actually, yeah, I don't have a TV right now either. Actually.
I was like, okay, well, I don't really want
But
to.
my last apartment, I took it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I had stopped writing, so I was like, all right, I need to do something. So
Yeah. No, I like a dark. I watch a lot of serial killer stuff. I like a lot of violence. Like it's like almost like cathartic. Like
Violence?
like a violent movie. Yeah. So,
Why did you know a lot of women are drawn to like that kind of thing, like these murder
because
mystery?
we're the target of a serial killer.
Oh, yeah,
Why is that?
exactly. Podcasts.
Because we're the target. It's fascinating to see how people will go out of their way and like snap and like just look for a woman to murder in the woods.
So women like watching other women get murdered?
It's like watching our predators.
I don't like it. I'm scared right now.
Yeah, I don't like.
She's
it
like, I
either,
like to watch how I might die.
I like to see. I like to stay aware. Come try to come to my house.
But I will say there was I listened to a serial podcast and it turns out that's what the topic was but it was about Nashville and country music. It was called Murder on Murder Row or whatever. Murder on Music Row and it was factual where they're like the Nashville Sentinel so as I'm walking it's kind of like they're uncovering clues and doing interviews with people. So I could see the appeal, but I don't seek it out, but I did on that
Also,
one.
like my degrees are in psychology, and I just kind of get very like, what's in the mind? Like, because some people are like, serial killers are made versus born, and like, I really like to like see the patterns, and yeah. So it's
Let me say something back to your point of nostalgia. I like when something is nostalgic, but then they make new material rather than just a sequel. Like the Michael Jackson movie that just came out. You know what I mean? It's something we're familiar with, but then it's,
Did you see it?
I didn't see it yet, but my son saw it and he loved it. Even though the critics, is that the one the critics didn't like?
It's mixed.
Or something.
I heard they left out all the pedophilia stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Because supposedly there's gonna be a sequel.
No, but if you make a bio, you got to include everything, right?
Yeah, I know. It's a little.
I think it stops at like the late '80s. The movie, so it's.
You're like, and then it's over.
It only goes to like when he's 17. It cuts.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for watching my movie. Yeah. But and then there's like the Elvis movie. It's called Epic. It was another. I didn't see it, but I wanted to. But then it was only in theaters for a short time, and I wasn't able to. I was touring, but that's what I'm saying. It's something I like. I like Elvis, so I'm like, I want to go see this movie.
Right.
No, I mean, the Queen movie is one of the biggest movies ever, right? So people love taking these IPs of.
What's the Queen movie? The Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. I saw it a few times.
I like stuff that reflects I do like dark stuff, but I think the darkness I'm drawn to is I think humans have both light and dark in them. So I like shows or movies that reflect back things that exist in us, but that we don't talk about. So I really loved, it's old, but I loved that show Fleischman's in Trouble. It was about a couple that got divorced, but it was all from the man's point of view. And I just thought it was and it was older millennials. So I think they were in their early 40s, late 30s. So I thought it was a really good show that was not just about divorce, but also about millennials aging. Because
That's scary. No, that's scary.
The middle, I'm like, I think millennials are almost in denial that we're middle aged, and that's kind of I thought they did a good job of getting into that. How it can just be boring.
I remember when Bill Maher had Jay-Z on his show, and Jay-Z was I think 38, and Bill Maher referred to him as a middle-aged rapper, and he goes, "Middle-aged? I'm not middle-aged." He goes, "You're 38." And it was you could see the light bulb was like, damn, I guess I am middle-aged.
Age is but a number,
It is. It is.
It's how you feel.
Yeah.
I really think so. I think some people act old and then they start to look old and they're like, oh, it's too old for me now that I'm here, now that I'm in my 30s.
There was a psychological study they did where they had these people go to a room and they went, right? You saw that one?
I think we've talked about it on this.
Where they had them live as, they were older and they said, live as if it's 1957, I want to say. Don't quote me on this. And so they only listened to the music, they only did, and then all these, they kind of took them back to their youthful days. And then they started to walk better, move better.
And they had photos of themselves from that time around instead of present day grandkids, whatever.
Right.
And it made them more mobile. It made their thoughts sharper. And it's
no, mindset is everything.
Yeah, mind doesn't matter.
It really is. You really have to be self-conscious about that, how you spend your days. Because I've seen people at my age, and they look terrible. And that is my driving.
You look great.
Well, I'm in the gym every single day. I watch what I eat, but it's kind of almost balanced with vain and just fear, because I don't want to turn into what I see around me.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing about LA. All as bad as it is, as materialistic it is, it makes you want to work harder. Right. Yeah, you see someone younger, coming up, you're like, oh, well, you know what? Let me be in better shape than him.
I know. I'm like a Chicago 24.
You look great. You just ran a 12K or something, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've done 10 half marathons.
That's terrific.
I'm very physically, I did Bharatanatyam growing up. I run. I even just wiggling keeps me, I just
Bharatanatyam's a dance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, wiggling, yeah.
Kind of like the ballet.
It's called wiggling.
Bharatanatyam's the ballet of Indian dance.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But it does. Movement keeps you young. But you're so right about LA doing that. You walk around and you're like, I want to look good.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with being selfish about your looks, I think.
No.
100%.
Anyways. I was going to comment on, on the divorce stuff. I'm also drawn to that. I watch sometimes? I'm not even married. I'll watch these guys who have gone through divorce, and they're talking about
content for you.
And they're talking about how you should spend time on your own goals first. And because a lot of these guys, and I'm sure this goes for women too.
Same for women.
Yeah, I was saying that both works both ways. But a lot of people, in LA, they'll put their partner first and they'll ignore their goals. So now I'm just totally selfish on my goals.
Well, it's just easier to do that because it's now you have this new comfort, emotional support person, and you can get wrapped up into the excitement of the relationship and put off the excitement of what fuels you as an individual. And it's very sad. It's sad.
And I think as creatives, at least this is true for me, if I'm not doing enough creative work, sometimes it's like easy to start investing that energy in somebody else. It kind of feels like almost like a replacement. Yeah. So I'm with you. Like, yeah, sure, I would like a partner, but also I'm like, no, I want to make sure it's not at the expense of my.
But there's so many sinking ships in LA, so you're trying to help people along the way.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, people are just on, their careers are like on their down. I want to say save a is another better term for that.
No, I don't.
Heard it here first.
He's right though. Like sometimes well, that's with the relationship, but even friendships. Like I'll have other friends or comedians that I feel like, man, you're so talented. Why aren't you doing a podcast? And I'm trying to, and then it's frustrating when they don't do it. You give them all this advice and they don't do it. You know, I'm sure you guys have done it too.
Oh yeah.
You're like, look, it's very easy. Get this editing thing. Try this. Start posting at least one video a day. I go. This guy told me a different guy. I forget his name, but I was at a comedy club and he told me, he goes, Darren, post a video a day and I guarantee you your life will change 1 year from now. And I did, and it worked. And every time I see him, his name is Leo. I forget his last name. Every time I see Leo.
Shout out
He
to
really meant a
Leo.
lot to me.
He changed my life. Can't remember his name.
I mean,
He's blocked for sure.
Well, no, because it was when I had like no followers hardly, and then this guy had like 100,000. I was like, wow. And then I've blown past that jerk. Anyways, every time I see him, I'm like, dude, it worked. Thank you. I don't know his last name. His name is Leo. Him and this other guy, they do like these pranks on people and stuff. But it's true. If you do a video a day, it'll change your life. And so that can be frustrating. You're right though. Sometimes I catch myself like putting my effort into, rather than doing the work myself, I'm like trying to cheer people along, and that's just draining sometimes, you know.
You can't force people to have drive and motivation.
Right.
I mean, they have to find that within themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to highlight that you've also you balance family with comedy, which is really hard to do.
100%.
How have you been able to do that?
Make time for it, and it's at first it was.
He's an awesome son.
Thank you. My son's awesome. He's a musician. He's
An
in high
awesome
school.
wife too, I should say.
Awesome wife. Been married for 28 years, and my son his channel is called. I'll plug him. 𝐸 the Bass Boss. 𝐸 the Bass Boss, and it's great. We What was the question?
No, have you
How do you balance?
Oh, balance. Yes. So at first, like the first, it didn't happen overnight. Like in the beginning, my wife would be like, don't forget my father's birthday, mark it on your calendar. And I'd be like, oh man, I want to go do this gig. Like I can go. And then so you sort of like, all right. And then you realize like, that's the best, man. Like spending time with your family or going to a special event or seeing your mother on this day or that day or your father or being with, so now that was only in the very beginning. That was when we first got married. And then I got into it right away and I was like, I like this. And now I do it on my own, where I'm like, okay, my son's got this concert, he's got that thing, he's got, like there was one time we went to the LA County Fair and I'm like, and I was getting a lot of spots at the Comedy Store and I'm like, gosh, they might give me a spot. And I said, you know what? I'll still put it in, but I'll ask to go last. And so I was able to go to the fair with my family and we watched a concert. We saw John Fogerty do like 10 songs. And then when it starts to get towards the end, I'm like, I got to get out of here. So you got to balance it, and that's what it is. You have to make an active,
Effort.
effort. That's the word. Yes.
Yeah. You balanced your life, both of you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have family, so I haven't had to.
Where's your family? You have a podcast?
That is so sad.
This podcast is your second time on.
I did just get a dog. I did just get a dog a month ago, and
Man, a lot of big changes to you. Moved, got a
my
dog.
whole life, I know.
Yeah.
She is a 40-pound pit Ridgeback, and it has actually
I
changed my
did
life.
see that. Very cute.
I was like, oh my god, I have to like think about even just that has changed. Like I want to get better at balancing, so I'm trying to figure out how to. Yeah, because I could just work. I'm a workaholic.
And imagine like these comedians that are doing pretty good. They just keep getting thrown opportunities, and you see their calendar, like they're like, "Come see me on tour." And like there's this comedian. I don't know the whole behind the scenes story, but I remember he just got married, and then I saw like a year later he's doing material on stage about getting divorced, and at the very end of the video it's like, "Come see me," and it was like a laundry list of like like longer than a CVS
Yeah.
receipt. I'm like, no, you got to kind of just do like a week here, a week there, a couple weeks.
So
some
ladies,
local
marry a
stuff.
comedian. Who wants to marry
If you
me?
never want to see your partner, which actually sounds kind of nice.
Yeah,
Well,
actually,
it's
it
balanced
is.
though. It's
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Balance.
When I see those tour dates comedians do, I always wonder, like, how do they do it?
I know. It's like,
Sacrifice. Jazz, are you balanced in life?
I'm balanced for sure. I make time. I do it all, but I don't necessarily do it all well all the time. Like last week, I had a hard time prioritizing my podcast because it was a very startup heavy week. My dog's always number one priority.
What's your
My
dog's
parents
name?
too. Remy, the Doberman. Shout out.
oh, they have dangerous dogs. I like big
Dangerous.
dogs.
He is kind of dangerous, but
She likes horror movies. She's gonna get killed.
that's why I'm not scared. Yeah.
Like, I know Jeffrey
Watch.
Dahmer is coming, but I got my dog.
Keep an eye on him. Yeah. Watch out, Jeffrey Dahmer.
I admire both of you because I have no balance in my life. Like, I feel like the only way I can do stuff is if
You're
I.
getting better at it.
What do I do? All I do is edit and go to the gym nowadays.
I feel like for me, I don't know that I'm balanced, but I do think what I've learned about myself is I work well in sprints.
Yeah.
So like the last 2-3 months, it's just been about like moving. Like it's just been a sprint.
But it's a long-term play. That's where you see value. Like everyone sprints and then they drop out. I've noticed that. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. And there's a quote, but like the dream is great, but the dream's going to become your nightmare at some point. And that's when you have to like push through.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've hit that nightmare with this podcast a few times. And that's where I'm like, all right, now I have to like really lean into it. Because I know people are dropping out where I keep
Remember we
going.
had a buddy
I
that
struggle
was,
with that. Yeah.
he just was like, he's like, I'm going to do a video a day. I mean, he was just grasping at straws, trying everything. For everyone that follows me, I'll do 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
And then we're like, dude, you can't keep this up. And then you're right, he stopped that. And then he tried this other thing. And then, he did that for like 40 days straight. And he's like,
Darren, we got to get out of here. You guys want to plug anything?
AC Singles come to Luxury-ish matchmaking event on June 7th in Hollywood.
nice.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It'll be fun. It'll be really, really fun. Hosted by me and Shayan Krishna.
Wait, can I ask a question? What happens at a matchmaking event?
We'll see.
Ooh.
Not you.
Get divorced and find out.
Why are you asking about that? I thought you had a family.
What's your Instagram real quick?
At Hot Chai Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and mostly YouTube.
Awesome. Listen to my podcast at Not Quite by Aneri. We are on Instagram, TikTok, and also YouTube.
All right, I'm on Instagram, official Darren Carter. I also have a podcast. It's called Pocket Party, the Pocket Party Podcast. And it's a great place to hear about Brady Bunch wrap-ups.
Well, honestly, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks, ladies, for always making time. Aneri,
Thanks for
even though
having
you were like 10 minutes late.
I know, I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's okay. You just moved. You bought a dog. It's totally fine.
I also was like, I was outside and I'm like, do I ring? Do I not? Yeah.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. I'm just kidding with you. You know that. And thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. You can follow me at Tarun Shetty, and you can follow the podcast at the Convo Sutra. We will see you next week. Take care.